Some are born with unique features, while others change themselves to stand out. From unique practices of African tribes to rare disorders. Women with the longest earlobes, a family that's literally red and white, and cousins that are genetically the same. Here are some of the world's most extraordinary and unusual families. Indonesian family. This Indonesian family living in northern Sumatra is like no other. And it's all thanks to their striking features. They have a rare facial condition that transforms their appearances over time. Their eyelids become more pronounced, and their cheeks become thin. Because of their unique features, they easily stand out. Interestingly, Menarong's rare condition only affects 4 out of the 6 kids, which prompts the family to wonder about their condition. Although the family's condition remains undiagnosed currently, some individuals suggested a possible connection to Barber-Say syndrome, a rare disorder known for its distinctive facial features, which are extremely similar to the Menarongs. But since they don't experience any health issues, they've never visited the doctors for an official diagnosis. Despite looking different, the Menarongs don't let their appearance stop them from living life to the fullest. They love spending time with each other, cooking together, and making happy memories. The Whittakers. Imagine coming across a family that only barks and grunts. Sounds like something you'd only see in movies, right? But for one West Virginian family, it's reality. In 2020, the Whittakers garnered attention when they were interviewed by American producer Mark Lyda.
His name's Rain. Lorraine.
Lorraine and Timmy.
Yeah.
How many years have you lived here?
All my life.
The Whittakers are a set of siblings that suffer from various disabilities and learning difficulties, and are considered the most inbred family in the US, with their parents being closely related. Only 3 family members, namely Betty, Larry, and Kenneth, are able to speak, but even they experience a little bit of difficulty in communication. The others cannot communicate at all, and their brother Ray gained attention because he grunts and growls to communicate. Unfortunately, life hasn't been so easy for the Whittakers. Lyda first met them in 2004, and when he returned in 2020, he discovered they were living in extreme conditions. Lyda started a GoFundMe, hoping to change the family's life and finally give them the peace they deserved. Thankfully, their GoFundMe has raised a lot and will help them live in better conditions. Grizan Ulas family. The Grizan Ulas are a Kurdish family in rural Turkey that gained attention because of a particular characteristic. The family crawls instead of walking. Now, you may think this is just a weird family that really loves walking on all fours. You wouldn't be the first one to think so. The family baffled quite a few people because of their unique gait. However, after multiple tests, it was discovered the siblings have a rare form of ataxia, a neurological condition in which people have trouble walking and maintaining balance. But their condition is so severe, they can't stand up at all, and also have mild intellectual disabilities. Out of 17 siblings, only 5 move like this, 4 of which are sisters. Naturally, they face some difficulties, but the Grizan Ulas family doesn't let their condition hinder them. The 4 sisters are remarkably gifted at needlework and make a living through their beautiful embroidery and crochet crafts. Their parents are extremely supportive. They don't believe their children's condition is an unfortunate thing, which is why the kids live happily and aren't worried about the future. The Aceves. In 2000, Jesus Aceves from Mexico became the center of attention when his family was declared the world's hairiest family. A title like that can be pretty heavy, and for the Aceves family, it's quite hard.
Where we clean chilies, they call us the wolf children.
The family members suffer from hypertrichosis, a condition characterized by excessive hair growth all over the body and face. The condition is also called werewolf syndrome because the hair can completely cover the body. While this family may be the hairiest in the world, Jesus holds the title of the hairiest man in the world. His hair is so thick, it isn't even affected by a razor. Sadly, life hasn't been too easy for Jesus and his family, but he remains positive. He is now a grandfather, and loves spending time with his kids and grandchild. Da Silvas. Da Silvas is a Brazilian family that lives in Brasilia, but something about them makes them very special, and it's all in their hands. Literally. Each of the Da Silvas was born with extra digits on their hands, so all family members have 6 fingers on each hand. This unique characteristic comes from a condition called polydactyly, in which a person is born with extra fingers from a genetic mutation. But here's the twist. They absolutely adore this unique characteristic. Why, you ask? Because it gives them a special edge in everything they do. When it comes to sports, their iron grip helps them out on the playing field. One of the Da Silvas is an excellent goalkeeper because he can easily catch the ball. And that's not all. The extra digits make them remarkably talented in music. From playing the piano to strumming a guitar and other musical instruments. This family is really talented. Although they might look different to us, they're quite proud of themselves. And why wouldn't they be? They excel at everything. I bet they even have their own version of rock, paper, scissors. Rapunzel family. This is a family of real-life Rapunzels. The mother, Terry Lynn, has lustrous locks that measure 73 inches. Her 3 daughters also have long manes, with the shortest length being just 27 inches. Their hair is also remarkably healthy and well-maintained, to the envy of many. The mystery surrounding Terry Lynn's hair doesn't stop there. Some speculate that she may have a condition that leads to uncontrollable hair growth, while others believe she's simply a master of hair care. But while it's extremely pretty, maintaining such lustrous hair comes with a few downsides. Terry Lynn and her daughters go through a quarter bottle of conditioner with each wash, and she can't shower standing up because the weight of her simply pulls her down. Her daughters don't have to keep the long locks and are free to visit the salon anytime they feel tired of their hair, but they choose to keep it long. Even if they were to cut their hair, it would probably grow back quickly, thanks to their genes. Bannon family. The Bannon family is like any other.
Yeah, that was amazing!
They cook, play sports, and love spending time with each other. But one thing sets the Bannons apart from others. The mother, Linda Bannon, does not have upper limbs. She suffers from Holt-Oram syndrome, a rare genetic condition which caused her to be born without arms. Although Linda experienced difficulties in life, she doesn't feel too upset about her condition. She married the love of her life and teaches kindergarten. Her son Timmy also suffers from the same condition, but Linda already knew this would happen. When she was pregnant, doctors told her there was a chance her baby could have this syndrome too. But Richard and Linda knew they would love their baby regardless. And years later, they've proven this. Linda does everything by herself. She uses her feet to write, do chores, and even teach. Her son is even more remarkable. Despite his condition, he is an excellent swimmer and excels at Taekwondo. Linda hoped to start a non-profit organization to support families facing similar challenges. Let's hope this dream came true.
Too far.
Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Largest family. In 2011, a man named Zayona from Mizoram, India, was verified as the head of the world's largest family. Zayona's unique title came from an even weirder situation. Zayona was married to 39 women, with whom he shared 94 children. Now that's an astonishing situation, because we haven't even counted the grandkids. Zayona lived with his family in a special 4-story mansion that he built himself, and he even had a sleeping schedule with his wives. Amazingly, despite their large number, the family was quite independent. His sons attended to livestock rearing, agriculture, and even carpentry. The women maintained the house and took care of other responsibilities. Zayona passed away in 2021, but he sure left a legacy. Zayona's case is unique enough, but would you believe me if I told you there was an even bigger family? A Ugandan man named Musa has only 12 wives. I guess it seems meek in comparison, but he might just be the record holder for the biggest family, because from those 12 wives, he has 102 children and a total of 568 grandchildren. Well, that's incredible. I really like to get a look at this man's grocery bill. Family with 6 generations. We get pretty nervous when meeting our significant other's family for the first time.
So, do you like weather?
You two know each other?
No.
But imagine being introduced to your girlfriend's mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother. Sounds pretty impossible, right? If I do the math correctly, this shouldn't be physically possible. But that's what made one UK family popular back in 2015. Mary Marshall, then 86 years old, became Scotland's only great-great-great-grandma after the birth of baby Nyla, who was just a few weeks old. It all happened because women of the family became pregnant when they were nearly 18 years old. Mary's daughter Rose was 18 when she birthed Cheryl, who then gave birth to her own daughter Carrie when she was just a teenager. Carrie then gave birth to Tony Lee when she was 18, and then Tony Lee had her daughter when she was 17. The women realized they were a very special family and decided to pose for a photo, which commemorates their special circumstance. Many even remarked on Mary for looking too young to be a geez, I slip my tongue every time I say it. Same birthday family. We all feel a little special on our birthdays. For us, it's the one day of the year when all the spotlight is on us. Right? But imagine coming home on your birthday and never getting that spotlight because all of your family cuts the cake with you. That's right. One Pakistani family just made a unique world record. All family members share the same birthday, even with decades' difference between them. It all started when Amir Ali, born on August 1st, met Kadia, who also shared the same birthday. The two married. But here's the twist. To honor their birthdays, they married on August 1st too. They thought they'd hit the jackpot, but it seems they had a few more surprises. They birthed their eldest daughter in 1992, who surprisingly shared the same birth date. For the couple, this was a gift from God. Then they had twins, also born on August 1st. 5 years later, in 2003, they had another set of twins, also born on August 1st. Now, the family loves to celebrate the joyous occasion, claiming it's the only day of the year that counts all their blessings, their wedding and their kids. Allergic to sunlight. Emil and Taya are two beautiful girls living in Sydney, Australia, who can do everything that kids do, but only if the sun's hiding behind the clouds. The two sisters suffer from a rare genetic condition called xeroderma pigmentosum, which makes their skin incredibly sensitive to the sun. If the girls are even accidentally exposed to the sun, they get hives and blisters. They're literally allergic to the sun. It hasn't been easy, since they always have to keep the curtains shut, and when they want to play outside, they apply copious amounts of sunscreen and wear special gear that reflects the sun's light. But despite all this, they don't let it get in their way. The two girls love to play with their brother and don't mind staying inside because they love watching cartoons. The family especially loves heading to the beach when it's getting dark, because the girls can take off their gloves and hats and play like other children of their age.
Yeah, baby! Get off! I'm free!
Let's hope their life is as happy as their day at the beach. Strongest family in the world. Ever wondered what Superman would do when he retires? Well, this family might just give you the answer. Nick Best and Callie met when they were demonstrating their strength in professional strongman events. Shortly, the two married and gave birth to 2 children, Dylan and Jessica. Although Nick and Callie are already professional weight handlers, their passion is shared by their kids, who train alongside them. And don't think the Best have given their children lightweight dumbbells. The eldest, Dylan, could deadlift 130 pounds when he was just 11. And little Jessica, who was 5 at the time, could lift up to 100 pounds. Wow! That's 10 times more than a kid can handle. But this was way back in 2013. Today, Dylan still trains with his dad, but he likes sports, and played for the Vegas Summer Stars lacrosse team in 2018. His sister, who's 16 now, is still active, but prefers a low profile. Nick and Callie Best are still professional weightlifters and continue to break records. Identical family. It's not unusual for twins to do everything together. A lot of twins wear the same clothes and even say the same words.
Ready, Fred? Ready, George? Bottoms up.
But identical twins Brittany and Brianna Dean have taken twinning to the next level. It all began when the Dean twins met Josh and Jeremy Saliers, who were also identical twins. They quickly fell in love and began their blissful lives. But not the way you think. In order to stay together and keep twinning, the two couples moved in together, sharing the same house. But it gets crazier. Brianna and Brittany had babies around the same time, both boys. Naturally, being a close-knit family would make the two kiddos close too. But there's another reason why the toddlers get along. They may be cousins, but because they both come from a set of parents with identical genes, the two boys are genetically siblings. How cool is that? It's a true science marvel. Toddler family. For most parents, the time when their kids are toddlers and rely on them is quite cherishing, because it quickly comes and goes. Melisania went through similar emotions when she birthed her son, Datamana Sylvan. But as he grew up, she realized something was wrong, because he was extremely small for his age. Her son was suffering from an unknown condition, which caused problems in walking, talking, and learning. Sadly, Melisania further birthed two children who also suffer from the same condition. Melisania took her children to the doctors numerous times, but the only way to find out the truth was if they went abroad. Melisania refused because she would rather take care of her children than let them suffer abroad. Today, her eldest is 35, but still needs his mother. Although it is extremely hard, Melisania keeps a positive outlook in life and loves her children deeply. A mother's love truly knows no bounds. Piebaldism. When a baby is born, we play a fun game of guessing who the baby takes after. But for Niviani's family, it was quite obvious her son Samuel took after her. And it's all because of the mother-son duo's unique feature. White marks sprawled across the body, but most distinctly marking the forehead. Interestingly, the mother and son also have a white patch of hair at the very front, so they're easily recognized. Niviani and her son both have piebaldism, a disorder in which the melanin is unequally distributed across parts of the skin and hair. Coming across Niviani and Samuel, one may wonder about their unique appearance, but for this family, it's a blessing in disguise. Niviani's son Samuel loves to pose in front of the camera, and thanks to his unique looks, he was photographed for a magazine cover, which only increased his popularity. Today, Samuel is a popular kid celebrity in Brazil and hopes to continue his modeling career well into adulthood. Schlenker family. When people met Byron Schlenker, he looks just like any other man. But when Byron sticks a tongue out at them, most people stare back in awe and shock.
Holy smokes, look at that,
Yep,
baby.
Byron is complimented for having a huge tongue. And yes, it's one of those features that you don't know are special until everyone tells you so. Byron's tongue is 8.57 centimeters, or 3.37 inches, less than it was measured. It's so wide, it even made the iPhone look small in comparison. But what's so special about this unique feature is that his daughter, Emily, shares it too. Emily's tongue was last measured at 7.33 centimeters, or 2.89 inches. Now, you probably think it's nothing, but the average human tongue measures only 2 to 3 centimeters wide. Now, if you do the math, the Schlenkers have pretty massive tongues. And although they've met their fair share of teasing, I'm quite jealous of their features, because imagine how many ice creams you can devour just because of this. The Montsingos. The Montsingos are an American family with dwarfism, a condition that causes a person to be short. While there's nothing unusual about dwarfism, this family has a little twist. You see, the youngest son, Pete, is an internet personality. He went viral a while ago for his amazing singing covers and videos about his childhood. But there's one thing you don't know about Pete yet. While his mom, dad, and brother and sister all have dwarfism, Pete doesn't. In fact, Pete is over 6 feet tall, causing him to literally stand out when he's with his family. Monzingo's family shows us how crazy our genes can be, and it seems like Pete's aware of it too. To raise awareness about families like his, and to give us a cute glimpse into his life, Pete recently published a book called Little Imperfections, which shows how wonderful his family is. Red and white family. We all have a favorite color, right? But imagine making that your entire personality. Sevanraj Karnataka wore only white when he was a kid, since it was considered a pious color for his family. But one day, Karnataka decided to match a red tie and fell in love. Ever since then, he's only owned red and white clothes, shoes, and even cars. Sevanraj's unique preference is so intense, his entire house is painted red and white, and even his cutlery is red and white. And it's not just Sevanraj. His wife and kids dress up in the same combo. So they're called Red and White Family of India. But believe it or not, the craziness doesn't end here. Sevanraj has been obsessed with the number 7 since he was a kid, mainly because he's the 7th child of his household. To match his red and white craziness, Sevanraj added the number 7 in unique ways. Embroidered on his clothes, 7 keys in the keyring, and even a number plate that's just 7. Now that's what I call dedication. Clown family. Have you ever wondered what clowns do when they get home? Well, they fall in love, have kids, and live in a city home to the Circus World Museum. Meet Greg and Karen DeSanto, a Wisconsin couple that's literally clowning around. The DeSantos performed as circus clowns throughout their 20s. Their passion for clowning was so intense, it brought them closer. Although they had to tone down the clowning when Karen got pregnant, once their daughter was old enough, they decided to make a comeback with her in tow. Although it took a while for her to warm up to the idea, their daughter Emily loves to dress up as a clown and entertain other kids in the town. But most of their activities are reserved for days when they're all free, when they're not wearing big red noses and painting their faces. They look like your average suburban family that has a kid in high school. Family obsessed with Disney. Disneyland. We're all obsessed with the idea of going there and meeting our favorite characters. But for most of us, it's easier said than done. Most of us. Meet the Ruvalbakas, a family of 4 that lives right next door to Disneyland in Norwalk, California. And boy, do they take advantage of that. The family is obsessed with Disney and visits the popular attraction weekly. But that's not all. Every week, the mother, Jennifer, creates Disney-inspired outfits for all of them. Then, when the day comes, they all dress up in theme and venture along to Disneyland. The family reckons they visited Disneyland over 300 times, but it's just a rough estimate because they really can't remember. To us, it may seem a bit bizarre, but the Ruvalbakis' weird obsession comes with a great outcome. Jennifer Ruvalbakis makes custom Disney-themed costumes for others too, and has a profitable business. Now that's some next-level marketing. Long Neck Tribe. In northern Thailand, the Padang tribe stands out because of its beautiful women. And if you think all that glitters is not gold, in this case, it might be. The Padang tribe women are easily recognizable because they wear a coil of brass rings around their neck. For the tribe, the coiled necks are a symbol of beauty. The tradition begins when women reach adulthood, and the tribe presents them with the coils. Over the years, wearing the coil consistently elongates their neck. But no worries, because for them, their long necks aren't just proof of their beauty, but a badge of honor. But they don't do it just for looks. Legend has it, centuries ago, a young lady fell in love with a dragon. Their love birthed 3 tribes, including the Bannon. To celebrate its birth and honor its dragon mother, the The tribe women accentuate their features by stretching their necks and paying respect to their ancestry. What an interesting history! Apatani tribe. Most of us are shy about our noses. Some of us complain about the size, while others find the shape unusual. But for the women of a tribal group living in the Zero Valley in Arunachal Pradesh, India, their noses are their most stunning feature. Well, in a unique way. The tribe women insert wooden pegs into their nostrils at a young age, kind of like a nose piercing. But the older the women grow, the bigger the plugs get. Over time, larger pegs are gradually used, stretching the nostrils and creating a distinct appearance. The purpose behind this ancient tradition is deeply rooted in the Apatani tribe's cultural beliefs. Historically, it was believed that the nose plugs would make the women less attractive to other tribes and protect them from being taken away. But that is no longer the case. Now, the women proudly go through this tradition because it has become an essential part of their identity. It's interesting, isn't it? BODI tribe. Many of us would like to hang by the gym 24/7 so we can look like muscular marvels. But for a tribe living in Ethiopia's Omo Valley, the bigger the belly, the more beautiful the person. That's right, the tribesmen of the BODI tribe take dad bod to another level. And for them, their unique appearance is a sign of power. The ritual begins when tribesmen isolate themselves and begin a nauseating diet. They continue this for 6 months until their bellies grow bigger and bigger. In the end, the entire tribe gathers in the field, and the rows of men come marching by, displaying their proud bellies, and even jumping and dancing to music. At the end of the day, the tribe comes together to measure their bellies. Then, the man with the fattest belly is crowned champion for the year and gets to show his fat stomach as a proud badge of honor. And deservedly so. For the BODI tribe, it's not only a symbol of power, but proof that one is a worthy member of the tribe. MENTAWAI tribe. Most of us dread going to the dentist. We can imagine sitting in that chair, having all those tools around us. But an appointment that is a nightmare for us is a dream for the MENTAWAI tribe. The MENTAWAI tribe is an indigenous group that lives in the remote MENTAWAI Islands of Indonesia. Although they practice quite a few interesting customs, one of their unique cultural practices involves the deliberate sharpening of their teeth. And yes, I know it sounds weird and painful, and it might even make you shiver from just thinking about it. But the MENTAWAI people sharpen their teeth as a rite of passage and a symbol of beauty. The ritual typically happens during adolescence, when older tribe members use a traditional self-made chisel to carefully chip away parts of a tooth, giving it a pointed shape. Once the members successfully go through the teeth chiseling ritual, they are considered honorable tribesmen and women who have successfully entered adulthood. It is believed this ritual enhances one's physical attractiveness, demonstrates strength, and symbolizes maturity. DAYAK and Karen tribe. Close to Indonesia's Mahakam River lives a tribe called the DAYAK, known for its rich culture and an even richer heritage. But it's not just their beautiful traditions that make the tribe stand out, but also its women, who are easily recognized because of their long ears. With heavy earrings pinned to each earlobe, the women's ears droop down and can get as long as their shoulders. To us, it looks painful, but the DAYAK tribe bears it all, because for them, this is a mark of womanhood and a beautiful symbol. Amazingly, the DAYAK tribe isn't the only one practicing this unique tradition. Another Indonesian tribe called the Karen tribe also partakes in it. For the Karen women, though, the long earlobes are a sign of nobility. However, both tribes are slowly phasing out of this identity. Although they are quite proud of it, they recognize times are changing and hope to adapt to modern traditions. How amazing! It's time for today's open discussion. In the southern province of Rwanda, a woman pleaded to the gods to bless her with any child after losing 5 of her kids. In 1999, her prayers were answered, and she gave birth to Nsanzimana Ellie. Ever since birth, Ellie's mother knew something was different. His head was smaller than other children of his age, and his features were more pronounced too. But Ellie's mother loved him endlessly and didn't care about his unique appearance. Once Ellie grew up, he quickly became the center of attention because of his distinct looks, and because he was slower than the rest of the kids his age. But this didn't bother Ellie, because he loved nature and took refuge in a jungle, playing in trees, and even munching on leaves. His mother would coax him out, of course, but he'd quickly go back. Because of his actions, kids called him an ape. But doctors later diagnosed Ellie with microcephaly, which relieved his mother because she can now support him even better. Ellie's case became popular, and soon donations poured in. In a short while, Ellie and his mother moved to a better house, and Ellie was enrolled in a school for children with special needs like him. Today, he loves playing with his classmates and is treated as a celebrity in his country. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.